Hey, 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 beautiful souls. How's it flowing? How is it going? Welcome to this edition of the Daily Divine. My name is lisalyle, and this is my heart here on YouTube. How the heck are we all doing? That's a good question. How are you doing? And when I ask you, I'm serious. I really, really, truly want to know how you're doing. How are you feeling? How is it? How are things flowing? How are you flowing? We're going to get the Palo Santo, this holy wood, lit, and then we're going to get into it. We are now in Pisces season. It's official. It is Pisces season, and Pisces is the final sign in the natural zodiacal wheel, wrapping it up. Heaven on earth, spiritualizing matter, and coming to recognize and understand we are the matter that matters in the here and now, the present moment, the eternal gift. So let's get on with this. On with the show. This is it. Are you living your bliss? Do you feel like you're worthy and deserving of living your bliss? This is where we're at. We're in this tricky stage of transition, and you'll notice the title today was called Transition Team, Stand Your Sacred Ground. So maybe you need to do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. Anyways, at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting those who connect with these messages to stand their sacred ground at this time as heaven on earth begins to appear on the horizon. And really energetically, what is coming up for us is you may be feeling some tenderness around feelings of deservability, worthiness. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't turn around and head back in the direction of unstable ground. You have been, over a long period of time, you have been cultivating this new life of yours. And the new life is it's not necessarily this fantastical change of fortune. What it is the spiritual seeker. It is the human who desires for something more. And again, it's not about acquisitions. It's really about feelings of inner peace. I've had the opportunity in recent days to connect with some dear sisters of the heart. And this morning in particular, I had a FaceTime wasn't working. It was hilarious. We tried to do a FaceTime and I could hear her and she couldn't hear me. We tried it a couple times, calling each other back and forth, and it didn't work. And finally it was like, phone me? Old school. And we kind of giggled at that because, sometimes simpler times. It's really funny. For some reason, last night I was guided to watch Michael Jackson's performance. It was one of these reaction videos, and it was Michael Jackson's Super Bowl performance of 1993. If you haven't seen that in a while, you may want to go and have a look at that. And what was coming to the fore as I was watching that is that seemed, I don't know if I'm mistaken, it certainly seemed like a more unified time upon planet Earth. And remember, everything's always shown to us out there on the world stage. And it was a very, very beautiful performance in service, Michael's words, in service to for the joy of all the children upon the earth. And I would like us to check in now, 33 years later. How are we doing? Seriously, how are we doing? How are you doing? Because that's what's most important, is how we are doing. I don't know if any of this is making sense. There's so many things going on and so much coming up. And what I'm really integrating and deeply seeking to embody these days is cultivating more faith, being more patient with myself. And so there is a lot going on. And we are the transition team. And, transitions are never, we know transitions are never easy. And as much foolala and darker energy that we see and feel in the world, and not that we go looking for it, because if you're anything like me, you don't go looking for it. You're not looking for the bad news stories. You don't need the revelation. You don't need what has been presented in order to know what is innately right and true for you. And that's a big message I've been receiving in the last 24 hours, is to discard, cast to the side anything that insults your soul and your innate knowing. And so this is what's going on right now. We are developing and growing as we continue to stick to our vision, the sacred, holy vision, because we have a feeling deep within we are here on a mission. And what is the mission in service to? The love that never dies. These were here yesterday. And we're each the portal of a love that never dies. We are each the gateway to higher streams of consciousness, higher dimensions of light. And nature helps us. Rex and I went for a bit of a walk this morning. We'll go for another. And, just looking around, the little birds chirping, seeing all the different footprints in the snow, wondering what it could be. We saw some deer prints this morning. I know that for sure. And of course, lots of dog prints. And, I kept looking around. I kept looking up. Perhaps I'd see another divine messenger of love in the form of an owl or a hawk or a crow. Are you tuned in to the synchronistic moments, serendipitous moments? We often say, in this life, oh, that was a coinky dink. That was a coincidence. I no longer buy into the idea of a coincidence. I feel like everything, every experience, every connection, every meeting is kismet. It's a divinely ordained connection. Whether that connection is just a fleeting moment or a lasting connection, all connections are meant for us. Whether it is as a mirror for us to see something and learn something about ourselves, and perhaps of something that we're not overly pleased with about ourselves. And other connections are connections that are meant to are in service to the undying, the essence of love that never dies, are in service to the experience of divine love in this lifetime, the love that transverses all timelines. And so you and I, here and now, are here for absolutely everything we could imagine for ourselves. We just must be willing to release and let go of anything that's not meant for us, anything that does not elevate us. And oftentimes it's our own thoughts. And Rex is sighing. And Pamela. Hey, sis, welcome. Pamela says she misses her nature walks with her girl, Lola. With this manipulated weather, it's way too cold to go for a walk. Here it's minus 35 and minus 50. Yeah, and we were having some of that weather too. It was quite an extended period of time. We were having like minus 30 consistently on a daily basis. And there's at least no walking with the dog. I was able to get out on some of those days, but certainly not with the dog. And so we've really enjoyed this week I've had at home. We've really enjoyed longer walks. And I'm feeling I have to say, I'm feeling a little unsettled about going back to the JOB on Sunday. My son's leaving to go back to 11:11, to go back to out of province work on Saturday. And then I go back to work on Sunday. And I'm already it's like this separation anxiety from Rex. Very, focused on how he's going to do and how he's going to navigate it. And I know we all adjust. And yet, for a dog to be home for 9 hours, a 9 hour stretch on his own is a long period of time. And this is why I like to say we need helpers in our life, those that would like to help us out. Like, oh, I can go and, give him a walk or whatever, just because out of the kindness of their heart. That's the kind of helpers I'm looking for in life. And, I'll bake you something or make you a smoothie or something. So pay attention. And, earlier it was said in timing, growing patience, cultivating patience with ourselves when it doesn't appear that everything's all working out. It's always working out in our favor. And so we're not here to turn back around and go head back on shaky ground because you know what? It was just easier. Was it? Was it? No. Opportunities in divine timing, open to change and divine outcomes. So having faith that everything is unfolding and working out for us, and doing what we can each and every day to maintain the high vibe that we're here to hold. They're asking me to pull this card out. Awakening. Know who you are. DNA activation. Yeah. Again, it's this whole idea of being emptied out in order to fill up again. And, as we move more and more, as we facilitate with the divine, the crystalline coming alive within our experience, the 12-strand DNA, there is a period of integration, and that integration looks like rest a lot. And yeah, some of us, you may be feeling like, well, I don't have time to rest. Well, in that case, rest double the amount of time. If you don't have time, it's really important that you rest. Oh, look at these cards. They're upside down in this deck. So let's have a look at them. Creation, because this is how we co-create with the divine. If we're in our mind and we're like, oh my gosh, I got to keep going. I have no time to rest. I have no time to make myself a smoothie. I'm too busy to do that for myself. How the heck are we going to support our body that's going under so much transition, undergoing so much change? Hey, Wolf Mother. I am so happy you could be here today. Yeah, smoothie. It's a pineapple, a full pineapple. I got 2 jars like this. It's a full pineapple, a big handful of spinach, a banana, some coconut water with coconut bits in it, and my ear's going crazy, almond milk, and some protein and some, vitamins and stuff. Mm. What I'm hearing right now is don't wait for someone else to come and do for you. Do for yourself and embody that which you bring to the table. Waiting around for someone to come and make me a smoothie, I'd be waiting for a lifetime. So if I want to drink a smoothie, I got to get up and make the smoothie instead of sitting on the couch going, oh, I'd like a smoothie, but I don't feel like making the smoothie. Well, if I don't make the smoothie, who's going to make the smoothie? Right? And this is what the divine wants us to do. Rest, get out of our minds so we can co-create. This looks like a little fish there. I'm feeling a fish. And Pisces is the fish, right? And we can either get stuck. Look at this. We create through love, by love, as love, with love, in love, for love, in service to a love that never dies. And that's what we're here to co-create. And so many of us children of light must process the grief we feel, must process the heartache, and we don't have to identify it. We just simply must allow, like we received those messages a few days ago, allow what is coming up to flow through. Allow it to move through us so we can heal and take the masks off. And then perhaps when others look at us and look in our beautiful eyes, they will see healing. They will see love streaming from our eyes. The eyes are the window of the soul, and we don't want to be walking around with grief. It's a heavy burden to carry. I just heard that. I think it's a gospel song, Many Rivers to Cross. And I'm feeling like, we cross all these rivers with these burdens on us, and it's time to let it go. Trust what the heart knows. Trust that you're so worthy and deserving of anything you can imagine for yourself in this life. We're the co-creators with the divine, in love, for love, as love. What kind of love? The love that never dies. And yeah, if we're really lucky, we get to experience that love in this life, not just in ourselves, with others. It begins within us. And then hopefully we're able to reach out and hug another. And yeah, I feel so hot. It is delicious. So this card's peeking out here. Gratitude. Yeah, can we be grateful in the here and now? Not like, oh, I'll be grateful when, or I'll be happy when, or life will be perfect when. When what? When you choose love, when you choose you, when you choose to follow the clues, when you choose to listen to the loving voice within you that speaks of love. So much energy about these days of restoration of the innocence of the child within. Oh, this is random in there. So this is like blank slate energy, co-creating the brand new beginning. Oh, and being excited about it. Can we be excited about life? If you're not excited about life, I would highly suggest turning the television off. Don't watch the daily news. I mean, let's start a good news network. All the good things that are happening, all the individuals like you and I who are awakening, who are using the tools, who are returning to the purity of heart. This is the inner child, the excitement of the child that lives inside. Pigtails. Maybe I'll just grow my hair long enough to put some pigtails back in it again. Silly. having fun, getting excited about life. That's all the child wants. The child just wants to go out there and have fun. And we adults tell the children, oh, come on, we got to go and do this. We got to do this chore. Yet if we did everything with love, we could make everything fun. Cleaning the tub is fun when you do it with love and the anticipation of the nice warm bath you're going to have in the nice clean tub. I mean, does it get any better than that? I mean, it probably could. And yet it's about being grateful for what we have. This is the Empress once again. I was saying to my beautiful friend Melba this morning, Melba, if you're here, hello. A hoe. No, I didn't just call her a hoe. Speaking with Melba this morning, and it was like, I don't even know where I was going with that. Jeez, my mind. Oh, yeah. It's like, can we get out of our minds long enough to just, get back to chasing rainbows, delighting in the flight of a butterfly? Can we let everyone come out and play in their own time? Yeah. And that's where I was going. The Empress magnetizes. The Empress is the embodiment of the queens of the Tarot. The Queen of Cups, in tune with her emotional flow. How's that going for you? The Queen of Wands, clear communication, knows what she wants, or he, and goes for it, speaks it into existence. Is that the Queen of Wands? The Queen of Swords. Fire in the belly, passionate, no hesitation, intuitively guided. And the Queen of Pentacles, stable ground, focused, disciplined, courageous. And so as the Empress, we are the embodiment of all of that. And the Empress doesn't go out there and chase and plead her case and say, hey, look at me, I'm this, I'm that, I'm so great. No, the Empress knows who she is. And it's not about, perhaps there was a time we were a little more egocentric and a little more of the mind, and we all thought we were that, and the cat's meow, and, whatever. Well, our actions reflected different. And so then we acknowledged perhaps that we were on a sacred mission. And it was our responsibility as adults to get back to the place that we're able to allow that child to come out and co-create and lead the way without the burden of responsibility. The burdens of the world that says, come on, you got to go through 12 years of school and get out there and get a job. Who taught the children to trust their heart? I guess that's the homeschoolers nowadays. And it's you and I. It's you and I in our daily life, showing up for ourselves, showing up for play, getting excited about life. Archangel Michael sits in the direction of the south on the medicine wheel. And hey, sweetie, welcome. My sunshine woke up with daisies on his shirt, and his shirt says, never broke again, yo. Our spirit may have been broken. We may have felt like we were broken, like the egg Humpty Dumpty. Old Humpty fell off that wall. And, he had a great fall. And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again because it was an inside job. The king's horses and king's men probably kicked him off the wall. That's why he had a great fall. And then we land in the south, all tattered and torn, cracked up, and we start putting ourselves back together. We'll never be exactly, the same as we once were. And why would we want to be? Melba and I were speaking this morning about how, those of us who are here, who gather here and resonate, how, we've been in the trenches. And we're not saying that this is the absolute way. We're not saying that you must follow in my footsteps. Absolutely not. Don't follow in my footsteps. You'll land flat on your face more often than not. Uh, all we're meant to do is to come and share our healing stories, to sing our songs of glory, of the love of the child reborn, healed from grief. Grief is a gateway. Grief is a doorway to joy, because grief is indicative that we love so much. The undying love, the love of source. And as we heal, we're gifted with tools along the way. Friends, crystals, oracle cards, food. Where are you off to? Can you wait? I won't be long, sweetie. I want to talk to you. Where? Since he's heading back out for work on Saturday, he is getting all the ice time in he can get. Shinny, shinny, shinny. Hockey, hockey, hockey. The boy lives for hockey and has been living for hockey since he was about 3 years old. Look, I pulled this card again. The soul purpose. The purpose of the soul to love. Do what you love. He loves playing his hockey. He loves his ice time. And so he goes out there and does it. He's so cute. He's so adorable. But he's got now, he had his mom make up a little thing for his foot last night because he had a big blister on his foot from all the hockey. So, can we follow our joy, follow our passion? Go for it. Oh, perseverance and alchemy. Miraculous, or what did they, miraculous alchemy we got last week. And unity. The choice point. Choose you, choose love over and over and over again. This speaks of partnership, union of the masculine and feminine within. And if you choose, not everyone's going to choose union with the other. If you choose, it does feel like it's on the table for you. And it also feels here, this is speaking of, I'm feeling this creative energy, telepathically communicating, holding space for the sacred lover. Can we hold space in ourselves? Those of us who desire partnership and friendship and, the beloved in our life, can we hold space for it to unfold in God's time? God's time. God's time. Yes. Or we can turn and run in the other direction and miss out on all the fun. Where are you going with me? By work? What time? It's already started till 2. Whoa. Don't speed, honey. Okay, I'll see you at 2. Call me before you leave there, please, so we can chat, okay? All right. I love you. Have fun. And he's off. It's already started. I asked him earlier, are you going to Shinny? No, but you know what? He wants to go. No, there he is. Whoa. Let's just, here, let me open the door for him. Whoa. Oh, I love you more. Okay. On the bottom of the deck here, we have release, north. So we had the south, excitement, and then we have the north. We are guided and protected by the eternal embrace of love in the here and now. And yes, it is going to require strength and courage. And yes, you may be asked to walk alone, especially as you're moving through your healing. And yet, you are always united and guided by love to the path of joy, to the path of excitement, the path of soul fulfillment. And we must empty our vessel to become full again, full of love, full of light, and hold that vibe like the lighthouse. Again, we don't have to run and chase and convince of anything, anyone of anything. We just must stand our sacred ground. And it is required of us now as we are moving into this powerfully co creative time because we have trusted our intuition. And this is about the fire in the belly and the promise of wishes and dreams coming true. This is your new beginning, child. God wants the absolute best for you. God wants you to experience your vision of dreams. And in order to do that, you must hold the vision and come clean from within. Come clean from the stains placed upon you, the innocence taken from you. You restore it all from within, and love eternal always wins. And we are being asked to be more compassionate and gentle with ourselves. Remember, compassion leads us to soul satisfaction. Love in action. This is like Kuan Yin energy. And again, it comes to the sixth, the choice for love, the choice for connection, community, moving forward as the powerful bringer of light, keeper of light, frequency of light, of the divine that we are. Beyond the mind, the sacred heart beats, and in the belly, there is a fire that cannot be extinguished, even by grief. Allow yourself to release and let go of anything that does not support, that is having you feel as if you're rowing upward. Can you imagine rowing up a hill? That's freaking hard. Let go of the oars and let float. Go where the current wants to take us, because we're the current. And if we're not feeling things moving through us easily, perhaps we need to clear out, blow through the pipes. Inner strength. What was the other 8 here? Potency? No. Release. 8, 8. Abundant. You're not late. You are love's floodgate. Trust your heart. You're not late. Okay, so I'm going to just get a couple more cards. Let's go with the Queen of the Sun Oracle, and we'll do like a 1, 2, 3 here. I'm not sure if anything here is making sense. Like I said, I've felt rather off most of this week, not quite myself. And a lot of, like, I've been feeling very tender, and a lot of, it's like this feeling of, it's not sadness, that's for sure. It's like this growing love, this growing connection to source love, this growing connection to the beloved. And, the counterpart, I don't know, it's had me feeling so full of love that I could cry. That's really what it is. I feel so full on the inside that it's just wants to flow out as tears. Like happy tears, tears of joy. Wolf Mother says, I was feeling heavy until I got here on the live. Just being in your space is healing. Thank you. Here we've got, again, Soul Invictus, life. If you don't live your best life, who's going to? If we don't come in harmony on the inside, like I honestly feel, and again, this is just what they would sell us on the outside, we're more divided than ever before. That's what the television shows us. We're more divided on the inside. And yet, I have no doubt, I have complete faith that more and more beautiful children of light like you and I are unifying on the inside and coming back to life again, releasing and letting go of our grief, guided and supported by the angelic realms. And there is stable ground beneath our feet. This takes me right back to where was that card? Here. Soul purpose, soul invictus, love, and alchemy. This feels all masculine. And so for those of us who feel like we don't have a protector in our life or protectors in our life, let us lean on God when we're not strong. He'll be our friend and he'll help us carry on, for it won't be long till we're going to have some others to lean on. So call on the spiritual realms if you feel alone in the physical. I'm alone. We can see how just the thought of things, though, holds how our body responds to the thought of things. Clearly, when I think about being on my own, I get in kind of protective mode because I have to protect myself, and so my dream is to have a space in which I'm able to relax and truly decompress and know that someone else has my back as well. And so until then, some days I wear my shoulders as earrings. I try to do that less and less these days because it doesn't really feel great in the body. So 1, 2, 3. Want to do 1, 2, 3? And I'll pull return to spirit cards for you. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get us another Queen of the Sun oracle and see if we can get a feminine to come in here and balance that beautiful, powerful masculine. Sight for sore eyes, I tell you. Oh. Can we be so grateful for all the guidance we receive? This is beautiful. We do need to rest more. It's been said here. It's a recurring theme. It's been a recurring theme for a year now. Rest more. And we started listening last year. We were doing it. And again, rest more. And I asked to see at the feminine, the complementary energy to the masculine, the strong and powerful masculine. Well, here's the strong and powerful counterpart. And the feminine energy here of joy, the highest vibration, although I did hear gratitude was even higher than that. So anyways, joy, the high vibration. Number 17, the star energy, healing, no more harm, no more wounds, open arms, loving arms. A Journey song was coming in. Is it Journey? So now I come to you with open arms. Oh, this is powerful. I'm in my own little fairy tale. I'm writing it day to day. Honestly, it's like, turn the page. What is it going to say? Who knows? Who knows? But maybe we'll see a vision that helps us to remain focused on what it is that our heart truly desires. Look at this open-hearted feminine, and that masculine, he is fire. He looks strong. He looks courageous in his power. And look at them. They're both got their crowns on. It's like she's holding the moon in her hand, and the moon is eclipsing the sun, and the sun is shining over here. Or is that a star? Either way, we are the stars, baby, of our own show. And you know what? We are here to fulfill the soul by emptying the human vessel and realigning with the divine in this lifetime and bringing the child of light, that sweet, sweet, innocent, beautiful, highly creative child of light, back online. That's what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your part in doing that. I love it. I asked to see a divine, and then we saw the divine. Counterpart energy, is it time? Beyond the mind, the sacred heart beats. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to wrap it up here. Get rid of all these cards. And then we'll be back here tomorrow. I can't believe today's Thursday. We'll be back here tomorrow at 5:55. Yes, 5:55. I have a lunch date tomorrow with a lifelong friend, Mrs. 56. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, yeah, my son's heading back on Saturday, and I head back to work. Look what card came out for all of us. Return of spirit. Can we hold the space? And can we continue to empty the vessel and allow whatever's coming up for us? Can we allow ourselves grace to feel what's coming up as we're filled up again from within? This is so beautiful. This feels like fairy godmother energy to me. I don't know why I'm just seeing it like a fairy godmother there in the middle. Okay. Coming back online. And what is the wish that the fairy godmother would grant you if you had one wish? I can't answer that for you. Aren't they beautiful? This is gorgeous. These cards, so this is the Return of Spirit Oracle. It's by Cheryl Lee Harnish. She's a fellow Canuck. She's a Canadian. I haven't seen her in a while, but she did this deck, Path of the Soul and the Divine Guidance Oracle, and they're all fractals. Excuse me. But yeah, she used to do weekly videos and stuff. I have not seen her in quite some time. Oh, they said, look at the bottom, take flight. Answered prayers. Not often do we pray for ourselves. When I was a little girl, I used to spend, I don't know how long in bed praying for everyone, and yeah, cosmic butterfly indeed. Angels, earth angels, and cosmic butterflies all in one. Can we be all of that? Yeah. Yeah. Prayers. Can you imagine that we're someone's answered prayer? What a gift that would be, to be someone's prayer answered. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. If I feel myself very much in my dream these days. It's like I'm dream walking. And it is only up from here. You're my answered prayers. Oh, thank you. Well, that's sweet. That's sweet. Sometimes do you ever feel, and this is how I really feel like I've been feeling this week, I feel like weeping for joy, weeping for how far we've come. And it's like, I was looking at the trees yesterday. And trees just innately know how to heal themselves. They get cut, and then the gum, the medicine of the tree, covers over the wound and protects it while it heals. And then you know what? More often than not, there's new growth through that wound. And so, as our spirit returns and, we take flight, we elevate. And not only do we elevate ourselves in the higher frequency of a love that never dies, the eternal love that lives and breathes as you and I in the here and now, we also support others. Sometimes we are perhaps the wind beneath someone's wings. You know what song's coming in, right? You all know what song's coming in. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wished I could be. And I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. I'm no Bette Midler, but I'll give it my best lisalyle try. I don't know. Perhaps I was like a singer or a comedian in another life. Who knows? I mean, I suspect I was all of it. That was a good movie. You remember that movie? It was sad. It was sad. Okay, so if you were guided to number one, here's your message. You are always guided. You are always guided. If you don't feel like you are, we were talking about that, right? Like if we don't feel like we have helpers in our life, turn to God. Lean on God when you're not strong. He'll be your friend. He'll help you carry on. The clarion call, are you hearing it? The call of your soul from within. This really feels to me for you number ones. Zach, what are you saying? Oh no, Bette Midler. Yeah, you know, what a voice on that little firecracker, eh? Welcome, brother. So nice to have you here. You are the wind beneath my wings. You all are the wind beneath my wings. And you know what? You all are answered prayers. I prayed for family and community and connection where it was safe for me to wear my heart on my sleeve. And you know what? You all have allowed a gracious space for me to simply come and be. You know, one day I might be crying here. Most days we're going to be laughing. More often than not, there's going to be singing. I'm still waiting on a pitch pipe. I got to get myself a pitch pipe. Oh, la, 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 la. So, number one, singing, dancing. What supports you to feel this more grounded in the expansion? And this is like divine protection, divine truth, and healing the soul, the child, the sweetness within you. And as you do, I really am feeling guided to say, rest. And as you rest, know that you are enveloped and being held. They just showed me like you're being held to the chest of the loving creator and you're safe. So, number one, that's what I have for you. Number two, it's time to move forward fearlessly, or even move forward even though you're afraid. Even though you're afraid. Most of us feel fear. Those of us here who have persevered, who have risen above, who have healed our grief, who have welcomed the child of light back online, we have felt fear throughout a lot of our life. And yet we're still here because we moved through the fear. We felt it and we dealt with it. We moved through it. We moved along. And so keep going. You are here to sing your soul song, and the child within sings your soul home. I actually feel like a little child in there. I actually am feeling a lot of elemental support these days, elemental energies that are coaxing and encouraging us to come out and play as we spread our wings. I shared that story the other day about the Cooper's hawk landing in the tree above Rex and I'm looking up at the hawk and he's looking down at me and I'm like, oh, hi, Mr. Hawk. Thank you for coming and showing yourself. I'm having this like little conversation with the hawk and then he does this like jump off of the branch. And I was like, oh, like this, because he started like to drop towards me. And then you know what? His wings just started working. and he glided away from me and went and landed in another tree. And the message there for me is like sometimes the universe is asking us just free fall, and trust that your wings will support you. Trust that God is the wings. Love is the wind beneath your beautiful wings. Iridescent, beautiful, whimsical. So if you're feeling afraid, keep going forward anyways. Perhaps say a little prayer. I say a little prayer for you. Say a little prayer for yourself each morning when you wake up. Before you put on any makeup, who needs makeup anyways? You're beautiful as you are. Au naturel. The purity of your heart shines through. So if you're feeling afraid, number 2, know that love is who you are. And so if we're feeling afraid, perhaps we can just breathe deeply. I find when I'm feeling afraid, I'm shallow breathing into the top half of my lungs, into the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. Oh no, they're all going to get me. Oh no, wishes and dreams aren't for me. Stop it. Breathe deep. And again. And this is how you're going to become comfortable in your co-creative power with the divine, in the power that rests and resides as divine royalty inside of you. I trust that those messages resonate, number 2. And number 3, write. No, I didn't choose 3. Yeah, I did. Right. And I really have no words. They're like, it's not black and white. And sometimes maybe it is black and white. And as we write, we find the gray. We come home to the gray space again. And we understand that we're all of it. What I'm feeling here, mostly here right now, and it's interesting because I've never quite noticed it before. Do you see these lines going across this image? There's actually, I thought there were 2, and now I can see that there's 4 of them. This is kind of like, I'm feeling a box now. And it's almost like we're meant to write our way out of the box. And perhaps the box is our mind that says, you're not an author. You're not a poet. You're a misfit. Remember, we burned all that shit up. We're not. We are poets. We're authors. And we are here, perhaps writing. We're here to leave teachings that will be here for generations to come, even if it's in our own, just in our own family. You know, our story, her story. We've heard, generations have heard his story, and now it's time for her healing stories to be written. And so if you were guided to number 3, if you're feeling, it feels like writing is going to open things up for you. It's going to support the expanded vision. If you don't hold the expanded vision for yourself and your life, there's no one else who can do it for you. And this is how we co-create with the divine. One beautiful heart at a time in our homes, in our lives, bringing to life the child that lives within again. The child that knows that joy is their birthright. The child who understands how powerful and magical they are, and that their joy is the greatest gift that they can give to this life. With that being said, Wolf Mother, I'm running to. You are very welcome. I love you so much. And I encourage you all to get out there and have a beautiful day. Get out there and play. Co-create with the divine. With that being said, I see you. I feel you. I hope that something here has resonated today. I have felt a little off. And yet I still trust that something, if you've made it this far in the video, something has touched your beautiful heart. Thank you so much for touching mine today. I'll see you here tomorrow at 5:55 on Friday, Freebie Friday, the day of the week where I pull cards for all subscribers who are here during the live and engage. So if that sounds like something that's fun for you or something interesting to you, then please do come back and visit us here tomorrow afternoon at 5:55 as we continue to navigate the massive changes that are rumbling through our lives. Zach, thank you. I love you. And there was someone else here. Pamela, thank you so much for being here. With that being said, get out there, have fun. You are so worthy and deserving of your love. And as always, it begins within. Until next time, everyone, take good care. And thanks so much for pouring into my cup. You're really a gift for which I am currently eternally grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you.